Have you heard the term growth mindset everywhere lately? It seems to be the new leadership buzzword. But what exactly does it mean, and why should you care? Today we'll break down the growth mindset, explore its impact on leadership, and equip you with how to leverage its power in your own leadership. Imagine two people facing a challenge. One person believes that their talents and their intelligence are fixed. The other sees them as developable. That is the core difference between a fixed and a growth mindset. So a fixed mindset really focuses on the I can't do this, it's too hard. Or perhaps it's I can't do this, it'll never work. Believe me, I've had these thoughts, and it can actually be a lot easier to think in a negative framework. But this mentally discourages growth and development. Whereas a growth mindset is much more positive and could be framed as, this is challenging, but I can do it and keep improving. This empowers people to tackle challenges and strive for a continuous improvement. Now, a growth mindset isn't just a personal development concept. It's crucial for effective leadership. It really embraces learning. Leaders with a growth mindset really encourage learning and development within their team. This helps foster a culture of innovation and continuous improvement. I know for my team, I really want to grow them as leaders, and I get a lot out of seeing people develop into really great leaders. It's one of the main reasons why I keep going with leadership, as I believe it can be learned. And we can always learn and grow no matter what stage of leadership that we're at. It also really helps in building resilience in the face of setbacks. Let's face it, challenges and setbacks are inevitable. A growth mindset really helps challenge leaders and equip them to be set up to face setbacks as an opportunity for growth, so they can bounce back quickly and keep moving forward. I've also done a video on how to lead through challenging times as a leader, which I'll link on the screen. A growth mindset also motivates and inspires teams. When leaders demonstrate a growth mindset, they encourage their team members to do the same. This really helps foster a culture of effort and a bit of a never give up mentality, which I really love about leadership. Building my team so that they can overcome challenges. And my own goal is to grow my leadership so that I can inspire more people, which also really requires a growth mindset. It would be very easy to look at something like YouTube with its constant count of subscribers with a bit of a negative mindset if it's not at the level that I really want it to be at. However, what keeps me going is knowing that I'm building my communication skills and my ability to engage an audience, to provide valuable leadership tips that I've learned over the years. So I really try to be positive and approach it with a growth mindset, as I know there's always something to improve on with every video. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Nikki. I've been in leadership for 17 years and have grown from leading just 2 people to leading leaders of large teams. Now, some practical tips to help cultivate your own growth mindset. The first thing is to embrace challenges. View them as opportunities to learn and grow. So if you're faced with something uncertain or unexpected in your role, reframe it in your mind when those initial thoughts come in, which, let's face it, for most of us will be negative, and try and see it as something to grow and learn something new from. The next thing is to focus on effort. Recognize that effort and persistency are the key to success, not just achieving immediate results. This can be quite discouraging if you can't see a tangible outcome on something that you're working really hard on, and it can feel like a bit of a grind. Try to put those results to one side and just concentrate on the consistent efforts that you are putting in. Often you will see this in something like building a team culture. We would all like to see an instant improvement in morale or engagement, but it's not an instant fix. You have to put in those small steps along the way and consistently show up and encourage and support your team along the way, and then it happens over time. Often you don't even notice when it actually occurred. You just look up one day and think, it's been ages since anyone complained about such and such, and you realize that things have changed. Another tip is to remember to celebrate progress. Acknowledge the growth and progress of yourself and your team, no matter how small. So if you're trying to build your public speaking skills, for example, and you practice already for a presentation to your team, which goes well, make sure you note it as a win for yourself. And don't just focus on the things that perhaps didn't go as well as you'd like. Think about those as an opportunity for next time, but make sure you acknowledge, hey, I did it, and I did it to the best that I could do that day. Those things that make us the most nervous are usually the things that we need to work the hardest on in terms of our own positive growth mindset. Another tip is to think about how you're learning from your mistakes and not seeing them as failures. We all make mistakes, but it's really how you rectify them or what you do so that you don't do it again that really matters. I try really hard to ensure that my team know that they have the space to make a mistake and that they don't hesitate to reach out for help, but also to acknowledge when they have made a mistake, because they know that the outcome in terms of my reaction is not going to be really negative, and it's going to be about helping them learn from it and helping them fix what it is they might have done. It's also important to seek out feedback. Actively seeking out feedback is to help you identify areas for improvement. Asking for feedback, particularly the first time, isn't easy, and hearing honest feedback about how you handled a situation or your own leadership isn't easy either. But if you want to be known as an inspiring and respected leader, it's these blind spots that will really elevate your leadership and enables you to work on yourself in that growth mindset. A growth mindset isn't a magic bullet. It takes effort, but the rewards are significant. By fostering a growth mindset in yourself and your team, you can create an environment where learning, innovation, and resilience thrive. So is growth mindset just a trendy buzzword? Absolutely not. It's a powerful tool that can really develop your leadership style and unlock your full potential, as well as supporting your team. So do you think you have a growth mindset? Share in the comments below, and thanks very much for watching.